Here are 10 ways American politics influences global policy. 1. Foreign aid distribution. The United States is one of the largest providers of foreign aid, with funds directed toward economic development, disaster relief, and humanitarian assistance. Decisions on how this aid is allocated often reflect the political priorities of the current administration, influencing development strategies in recipient countries. 2. Trade agreements. U.S. trade policies and agreements significantly impact global markets. Policies set by American lawmakers affect tariffs, import, export regulations, and trade relationships. Agreements like the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, and the more recent United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, illustrate how American politics shapes international trade. 3. Military alliances and defense spending. The U.S. military presence around the world influences global security dynamics. American defense policies, including military aid to allies and involvement in international conflicts, can shape the military capabilities and strategies of other nations, impacting global stability. 4. Climate change initiatives. U.S. political stances on climate change significantly influence global environmental policies. For example, the withdrawal from the Paris Agreement under the Trump administration and the subsequent rejoining under the Biden administration sent strong signals to other nations about the U.S. commitment to combating climate change, affecting international cooperation on environmental issues. 5. Sanctions and trade restrictions. The U.S. frequently employs economic sanctions as a tool of foreign policy to influence the behavior of other nations. Sanctions against countries like Iran and North Korea impact their economies and international relations, demonstrating how American political decisions can alter global power dynamics. 6. Human rights advocacy. American political values often drive advocacy for human rights around the world. Legislative measures, such as the Magnitsky Act, allow the U.S. to impose sanctions on foreign officials implicated in human rights abuses, affecting global human rights discourse and prompting other countries to adopt similar measures. 7. Global health initiatives. U.S. politics significantly influences global health policies, especially through funding and support for international health organizations. Programs like PEPFAR, President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, demonstrate how U.S. political priorities can drive health initiatives in developing countries, shaping health outcomes worldwide. 8. International organizations. The U.S. plays a leading role in international organizations such as the United Nations, UN, NATO, and the World Trade Organization, WTO. Political decisions regarding funding, participation, and policy direction in these organizations influence global governance and international cooperation. 9. Immigration policies. American immigration policies have global repercussions. Changes in U.S. immigration laws affect not only migrants but also countries of origin, shaping global migration patterns and influencing how other nations formulate their own immigration policies in response. 10. Technology and cybersecurity regulations. The U.S. is at the forefront of technology and cybersecurity initiatives. Political decisions surrounding data privacy, cybersecurity laws, and technology trade agreements influence global tech standards and practices, impacting international relations in an increasingly digital world. In conclusion, American politics profoundly affects global policy through various mechanisms, from foreign aid to international trade and human rights advocacy. The interconnectedness of the world today means that decisions made in Washington can have significant implications for nations around the globe. Understanding this influence is crucial for navigating the complexities of international relations and global governance.